On first down, Swift. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Kenny Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and the line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Touchdown, Packers! It's a punt return touchdown at 56 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Alert, 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 alert.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
Mayfield to throw it this time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. On 1st and 10, Martinez. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll run it with Jones. get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Looking to throw. Martinez. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating some.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. He was covered by Jamal.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Martinez going to throw again. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Stop your running. Bravo!
Here's Martinez throwing on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Hurry! Hey, we're 33.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times we've...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. What a season he continues to have defensively. Now a dozen interceptions this year, Charles.
And let's face it, we've watched a lot of ball. But when you get 12 in 1 year, that's better than most careers, isn't it?
Absolutely, and you might be asking for a bump in pay, too.
No doubt about it. Running right in there and talking to the team.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, you're running.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. To throw is Martinez. Looking to throw on second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. In some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Come on, D.
Hurry!
Ringo.
One touch!
To throw, Mayfield. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The Bills on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
1st down, Bills.
Mayfield now from the 50. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dixon, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught by Jones. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Martinez to throw again. Jones has it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. Martinez now on 1st down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, after the success they had on the 2nd play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle to block as the defense just did there?
Sure. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And the Bills are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That good for 22 and a first down. Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Regular.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He's going to fire one deep over and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Completes it to Dixon. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On third down, Swift. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this is
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 10 Tucson. Stage 3, 218. Chopper, chopper.
On first down, Martinez. That is incomplete.
Martinez's pass, incomplete on the throwaway. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Now watch one, watch one. On the ball. Let's go.
To throw again, Martinez. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Martinez, operating from the gun. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. This winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
You're not ready. Jim. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and on the sacks for him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Pistol. 58, right over there, right over there.
Mayfield to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
On first down, Swift. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The Bills on 3rd down, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11, and this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Here we go. 60, orange. 56. Your track. There you go.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Martinez. From the gun, he'll throw. Steps away to his left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 3. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dean Lowry able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Let's go.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Buying time to his left. And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. On 1st down, Jones taking it right down Broadway. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Kenny Clark has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. That one looks like he'll throw here. Step, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle. I get that. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. And they can't connect. Incomplete. That stops the clock with 3 seconds left, so probably one final play here in the 2nd quarter, barring a penalty. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Here's Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So